Good Monday evening, everybody. Welcome to the Digital Sim Sports Network and our live coverage of the Mars Beardsconsin Small Batch Beard Oils and Balms Pavement Street Stock Series. 4/10 of a mile the arena tonight for the drivers. 24 to this point registered to take to the battlefield. It is this tiny little bull ring. And as always on Mondays, back-to-back shows for you, Mars and DSRL getting it done. The Pavement boys have at it first. We'll have what looks to be 4 heat races at this point. Top 2 from each heat race get into that redraw. Message coming from 18. Yeah. 18 drivers will transfer into tonight's feature. Those 8 will get in the redraw. They'll go 35 times around. Last week's winner, oh man, you know, familiar name to those that watch. Adam Vinny secured the victory in that throwback machine that he is running. It looks like for the whole series, and it's a good looking ride. Very sleek. Good color combinations. I know that is an homage. Say hi to the fans out in the chat. We've already had a bunch of people saying hi to us, so YouTube, Twitch, Trovo, and Facebook. Don't care where you're at. Make sure you say hi so we can acknowledge that you have. Going to be a fun one. That's for sure. Going to be a very, very fun race tonight. All these guys out here trying to win in the short season. There's only 8 races in the season, so getting a victory here is going to be a big deal for these guys. If you can pick one up, you've accomplished something, because there are no slouches really in these fields. Pete Dillon, the fastest of everybody right now, right there. That 7 car, the D7. The fastest of everybody right now. 16:53. I'm sorry, 16:53. Uh-oh. Austin Moore trying to keep that old Thunder chicken out of the grass. There's another one right there, the 31. That is going to be Andrew Humphrey. I like these cars. They did not name them Thunderbirds and Monte Carlos, but I do not care. That's what they are. It's a casino and a hawk or some crazy stuff, which none of that makes any sense. That's a mid to late 80s Chevy Monte Carlo, and the other one is a mid to late 80s Ford Thunderbird. Oh, Sean McLaughlin fans in the house, and I know Sean was taking laps. There's Sean. Took us a second to find him on the track and get to him. Jim Pierre. There's an old 70s Monte Carlo, or Camaro, I mean. 70s Camaro. So you'll see the 3 different types of street stock out here. This was the original pavement street stock for iRacing. Drivers being called off the track. They're going to go to their drivers' meeting. We're going to let you know this is the only show for the week. Right here tonight. These 2 pavement street stocks, and then we are going to move over about 9:30 Eastern and go to DSRL's Monday Night Thunder Big Block Party. Those boys are going to be at the tiny confines of Kokomo Speedway. We were just there for a midget race last week. And they will be our only 2 shows for this week. ERA is off tomorrow night. And Thursday night, well, Thursday night's the big celebration. 238 years, 248 years, 200, whatever it is. I don't know. I'm old. I lose count. It's 248 years, I believe. Hope everybody stays safe, too, during that, guys. If you're going to go out and shoot off fireworks or go to the lake and, you know, do lake things. Make sure you stay safe and come back to us the following week. 25 drivers now as Andrew Sheminsky finally makes his way in along with Jarrett Tannehill. As soon as these guys are done with their drivers meeting, they are going to move right to qualifying. How is Jay and Bill doing tonight? I see Barbara already in the chat cheering for Sean. Three minutes and counting. Biggest field I think we've seen here. Biggest field we've seen in a server in a while in any form. And that is awesome. Got to send a message over to race control here, guys, so give me just a second. It'll be a little silent. All right, all that is sent over. We should be good to go. About 2 minutes, they'll cut these guys loose. We'll get out here and put some laps down. Couple of new names in here, and man, I'm going to butcher them, I'm sure. I don't know, Daniel Legenesi? That's what I'm going to go with. 37 car. If that's wrong and you know how to pronounce his name and you're in my chat, maybe do a little phonetic messaging to me through either any of the three. I know we got a lot of people over on YouTube, and I know we have very wide coverage across Facebook. I don't know. I see somebody in the Twitch. There's the rest of the trouble. Oh, boy, here we go. Yep, Jay, you're right. That's right where I was headed. I saw that pop up. Now all the trouble is in here. Your partner in crime has made it. I will say that I noticed that he kept the wheels matching on this car compared to the other two. So, just throwing it out there. Just going to put it out there. That's what got him the win 2 weeks ago, is that his wheels matched the paint on the car. If you're new to the stream, there's a joke in there. It's a pretty funny one too. I give Jay and them a little grief because they like to give me grief about the wheel colors that bug me. So qualifying about to get underway. We'll watch as many of these guys as we possibly can. I know Sean McLaughlin was already rolling. 77 car rolling out. Watch, there goes Adam Vinny. He's rolling out as well. Trying to warm up them tires. McLaughlin. He's not even the first one to. Oh boy. That's not going to help his time. He power slid that all the way through turn 2 right there. Cold tire setup's very loose. Talked to a couple drivers before we got in here, and they said, yeah, this thing's a handful for a minute. Shemensky. Pierce goes. 16:52 to go to the top. Adam Vinny was 4th quick. This is going to be very fluid, guys. It's going to move around. Andrew Humphreys, 2nd quick right there. Comes Casey. We're going to watch some of these guys getting a little close to the bottom. Pete Dillon just jumped 2nd quick. 16:60 for him. Joey Connor, the 91 car. There's somebody we have to watch. Yeah, 2nd quick right there. Matches Pierce's time. Remember, the 24 is the old Camaro. The Genesee headed out as well. 2nd time around. 16:45. Joey Connor to the top of the board. Reed Rundle on track now. Whoa, I lost the Genesee. I don't know where you went. Reed Rundle 5th quick on lap 1. Andrew Shemensky still out there making a couple laps. And Reed Rundle going to lose the car out of turn number 2, and that can do it for him. Matt Eddy now jumps to 5th quick. Daniel Genesee, that is a 13th quick effort. The driver that got in late, he's making a few laps, I think, just to get familiar with this. His qualifying time, 14th out of 25. Jarrett Tannehill has yet to put down our qualifying lap. So Joey Connor, who dominated the race 2 weeks ago, had an engine failure. Not sure where he ended up in the actual finishing order. I cannot remember. I was watching while I was driving on the pad while we were cruising back, headed up on the dashboard, listening to Zach Krieger. Pierce 2nd, Dillon 3rd quick. But the times are drastic. I mean, it's 7/100ths. That's not a lot, but that's a lot. We were talking about 4/10 of a mile. 7/100ths is several car lengths. So we're going to get ready with our regular inverts to put our first heat race out. It will be, I think, 7766 or 7666 for our heat races. But Daniel Genesee in that number 37 car. He's going to have the pole. Casey Wynn, the 05 on the outside. Then Matt Eddy in the 88, row 2 to the inside. That is another of the old 70s Camaros in the field. And then quick qualifier. That's the guy you guys got to go beat. I keep telling these boys that. If you're going to be the best, you got to go beat the best. And right now, that 91 car is the best. Joey Connor starting 4th due to the invert. Sean McLaughlin, 77 car, is going to roll off in position number 5. And he'll have the 12 of Christopher Griffin beside him. And then Jarrett Tannehill. There's another 70s car. I did not even know what he was driving when he came in. So we're going to go around one more time. That pace car is not going to get out of the way. Oh, we got a little bumper tag. Pole sitter tried to see if he could spin the tires on the start, and everybody else tried it. Next thing you know, you get accordion effects. Happens. Big time sim racing right here, guys. Gonna have bumps, scratches, dents, bruises. The bruises mostly going to be to the egos. And I'm sure we could talk to Reed Rundle about that. I think he had an engine failure last week too, or 2 weeks ago, excuse me, 2 weeks ago. All right, lights off on the pace car. Heat number 1. About to get underway. We're in the starting zone. And the green flag is out. Side by side at the front. Wynn on the outside. It looked like the car was a little wiggly on the exit of 2. He wasn't as gainful on the entry to 3 and 4, and he gives up the lead. Now he's alongside Matt Eddy. Eddy trying to use the inside. Keep that car straight. Launches out of 2. He'll pass the 05, and now McLaughlin is going to make a run at Wynn, and that's going to leave the door open for Connor as well. And Casey Wynn starting on the outside, and he is just going to get freight trained. If he is very good right here, he can get down, get in line in front of Tanny Hill. Car off the pace. Oh, my. Sean McLaughlin. McLaughlin lost it out of 2 into the backstretch grass, and that'll drop him from about 3rd or 4th all the way back to almost a lap down here. We're going to watch at the front. It's Matt Eddy, and he is just looking for the opening so he can get the nose in there. Oh, car wiggling out of the turn 4. That was Legitimacy. And now he's getting, here comes Connor. And boy, I'll tell you what, Joey Connor to the inside, up the hill just a little bit. Going to try to cut it under. Connor's going to give him a little bumper tag there and see if he can loosen him up. Matt Eddy now, the car stuck on the outside. Wynn back in line, and he is trying to fight his way back into the top 3 right here as he fell all the way back to about 6th. Eddy got loose on the top side. That's going to open the door and let everybody by. Now it's Legitimacy. Connor, big shot in the bumper. That opens the door. Casey Wynn now to the inside. Front end caved in, and we know what will happen when you cave the front end of one of these cars and it starts putting heat in the engine. And next thing you know, you're going to have blown motor. This time, big slip from Connor. We're on the white flag lap, going into 3 and 4. Legitimacy winning his first heat race in the series. Casey Wynn a 2nd, Matt Eddy 3rd, Joey Connor settled back to 4th, then Tanny Hill, Griffin, and McLaughlin rounding things out. So that was a lot of action in a small window right there. We'll get ready for Heat 2. Our starting grid is going to look like this. Andrew Shemensky on the pole in the 53. And he's going to have the 16 of Marvin Turnmeyer to his outside. Your second row on the inside. That's going to be former series champion, 43 car Reed Rundle. And on his outside, another one of those old Camaros. Love to see those cars out here. The 24 of Stephen Pierce. Dean Gagliano, 34 car. He's got one of the old Camaros. He is back in the back row there on the inside. And John Berner in the 46 will start next to him. So, a couple of pace laps. Reed Rundle testing out the front suspension on that 43. Yep, the Lumber Dude Jack Wagon, the 43 car. He spun the car several times in practice, spun it in qualifying. So, we'll see what he can do in his heat race. Oh my, that looks terrible. All right. Bringing him to the start zone. Andrew Chemensky. Green flag is in the air. Good side-by-side start. We're going to have contact immediately. Yeah, there goes Turnmeyer. Nope. No doubt what happened there. Let's get the drone cam. We were on the start with the drone cam. I don't know if Turnmeyer maybe thought he was clear. Got down in the corner a little bit. 53 car wasn't completely turned in. Contact to the left rear, and the left rear always means that the right front is probably going to hit the fence out on the outside right there, because you're going to overcorrect. Car's going to find some grip, spin you the other way. He did not collect anyone else, completely on his own. Marvin Turnmeyer is going to have some work to do tonight. He is going to have to come through tonight's LCQ to try to make the 18 car field. Sheminsky, Arundel, Pierce, Gagliano, and Brunner. And we still have the lights on our pace vehicle. Pete Dillon fans in the house as well now. Guys, do not be afraid to shout out your favorite driver or just say hi in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. We still have flashy lights on the It's Not Real pace car. I think that thing's supposed to be electric. I don't know. It's awful quiet. All right, no more lights. 1 to go. Green out of 4, 5 drivers remaining. Just 4 laps remaining in this heat. Hello, Randy. Everybody's a Pete fan. Everybody's an Adam fan. Everybody's a Sean McLaughlin. I know, I get it. Always fun around here. Don't care. Green. Wow, the pace car wasn't even out of the way and the green flag was flying. They want to get this thing going. Not any better a restart for the 53 than they had on the original start, and he's going to give up a spot to Reed Rundle on the outside. Here comes Pierce. Pierce got the nose down inside, goes down on the apron. I think it helped that car rotate. He is going to clear Sheminsky for that second spot. Now he's got his sights set on the 43. Brunner and Gagliano have it worked out. They are 4 and 5 respectively. We'll go to the front. Watch these front two. Oh, we're coming around to 5 to go this time. I didn't think we had that many laps in, but man, that ticker sure was reading. 4 laps to go. Arundel tiptoeing through the last half of every corner, just waiting for that right rear to heat up enough he can start to put the power down early. If he puts it down too early, that car is going to come right around on him. You can see the car's bouncing a little all the way through the corner, just moving that suspension around. That's going to change the contact patch on that tire as they bounce through the corners. So getting the power down a little bit tricky. We're round to 3 to go. Still, Rundle and Pierce, they've broken away from Sheminsky. Sheminsky has a pretty fair gap between himself and Gagliano and Brunner, as I'm not sure what happened back there, but there's damage on the left front of Gagliano's car. And Brunner, he is just falling back. So inside the 2 to go mark. Top 2 getting the redraw, so Pierce may be content. Or maybe sitting back here waiting for Rundle to make a mistake. Doesn't look like he's trying to force one. There's a good run. Man, if he could have got that car to cut, he may have had a shot to get down to the inside on the white flag lap. But 3 and 4 for the final time. Rundle and Pierce will go into the redraw. They go 1-2 in heat 2. Sheminsky 3rd. Brunner, Gagliano, Turnmeyer. And now Brunner getting back around Gagliano here. And Gagliano, the whole front end of that car has damage, left and right. So I wonder if he got a little out of shape and maybe found some outside fence. Get down here to the grid for our 3rd heat race. It's going to be the 7 of Austin D'Amore on the pole. And he'll have 15 of Matt Knowles to his outside. 31. That is Andrew Humphrey. He is going to be inside row number 2. Next to Pete Dillon in the 07. There comes Pete flashing in. And the back row, the 1 of Jacob Schmutz on the inside. And James Monroe in the 2 star, the 17 car on the outside. That 17 car kind of unique. He's got a version of a Hooters paint scheme on there that is kind of flashy. Hello, Tony. Jacob Schmutz in the Tracker Mobile. That looks a lot like a Raven Graphics paint job. Old Pete Dillon on the outside. There's another one of those Thunder chickens. on the inside of that second row. That's Andrew Perry's 31. So both Hooters cars end up in the same heat race. All right, getting ready to go green down here in turn number 4, heat race number 3 of 4.
Green flag, green flag.
Man, that pace car barely gets out of the way and the green flag flies. DeMoore, good start for him. Andrew Perry is going to try to work alongside Matt Knowles. See if he can use the short way around to grab a position. Pete Dillon will tuck right down behind him. Enough gap was left for Dillon to get out of the outside row and down to the bottom. Humphrey up to second. Now it's Dillon and Knowles side by side. Schmutz is trying to keep the door open. Got a good launch out of 2. I don't know. There is something on the bottom of turn 2 that is giving these guys a launch. You can watch it. Just lurch forward out of 2. Oh, a little shaky that time, and that's what happens when you overcook your entry. Schmutz is still out of shape trying to grab it back. Go back to the front. DeMoore with about 2 car lengths over Humphrey, and Humphrey's got about the same gap between he and Pete Dillon. These three now have about 5 car lengths. Back to the 4th place car of Matt Knowles. Halfway. Heat 3. Defending series champ. Trying to get into the redraw. He is losing ground to the top 2, getting reeled in by the 15 car of Knowles. I think Knowles will run out of time before he gets to him if Dillon doesn't make any mistakes. Dillon is not keeping pace with those front 2. Last time around, it was about a 10th off, and caution, Jacob Schmutz has had a major disagreement with the 1 car. And here out of 2, round she comes. He couldn't save it. Overcorrects it. That'll put a halt to your evening, and that puts him in the infield. So, 2-lap shootout. What we're going to do to finish the race, but that will bring everybody right back together. DeMoore started on the pole and has stayed there. Andrew Humphrey started inside row number 2. He runs second. Pete Dillon started outside row number 2, and he runs third. Matt Knowles, who started outside the front row, got freight trained and is in 4th place. And then James Monroe, the 5th and final car on track. Little blinky blink from the 7 car of DeMoore. We are going to go one more. This time the lights go off. Now with the double foul restart, can Humphrey get a good launch? Stay up there for second, or can Pete Dillon use that inside line and time it up with DeMoore and move himself into one of the redraw spots?
Green.
Yeah, a little later with that green flag, but a good start by the front 4. I think DeMoore missed a shift. Saw the car kind of laid down, and Humphreys lurched forward right there. Humphrey's going to lose it out of 2. He's going to put it in the fence. Going to be able to keep it going. front end laying back there, but they're going to ignore that. White flag in the air. Austin DeMoore car got out of shape. Pete Dillon had a chance to make a run, but the line was covered. Now he's going to get into 3 and 4. He's in a redraw position. He is going to stay right there. DeMoore wins it. Dillon second. Knowles, Monroe, and Humphrey. And then Schmutz finishing in the 6th and final spot. So 1 heat left. And then LCQ time. We will have a bunch of guys in that LCQ as well. It's taking a few minutes here for this one to roll past. So let's get a look at the starting grid for the final heat race of session number 1. It's going to be the 92 of Josh Westendorf on the pole, and he'll have Colin Penn in the 52 car on his outside. John Sheminsky, the 99, that'll be the car on the inside of row number 2 next to the 64 of Adam Vinny. And then your back row inside, the 117 of Jim Butcher. Another one of those 70s Camaros in this field. And he will have the 13 of Chris Alvey on his outside. So an all Chevy field, whether it's from the 70s or the 80s. Have yet to get behind the wheel of one of those Monte Carlos or Thunderbirds. Has not been in my to-do list lately. Going green right here as soon as this pace car gets out the way.
Green flag, green flag.
And the green flag right at the beginning of the start box. Good start on the outside for Penn. Down the corner, we're going to have door-to-door contact. Boy, that was very minimal. Guys did a good job. They both tiptoed through the corner. That launch off the bottom of 2 is what is going to help the inside line. Jim Butcher's up. Oh, he got in the back of Sheminsky's car. Sheminsky got pushed off the track on the pit road. That is not going to trigger a caution. We're going to watch what happens up front. Good run on the outside. He just could not keep the car straight. Penn with the 52 on the outside. He got a little loose on the exit trying to cut the car down. But this is a great race at the front. We haven't seen one last this long. Nobody's been able to hold that outside, but Penn getting the power down now. Surges ahead into 3 and 4, goes up the hill, yeah. Overdrove the entry. He's going to pay for it here. He's going to lose the lead. And now they've both got Adam Vinny to contend with right here. Westendorf and Vinny go by, and Vinny is trying to push the 92. Out in front, doesn't want to get too physical. He'll turn him around. 4 to go. Westendorf, Vinny, Penn, Butcher a good distance back. Alvey just behind him, and Sheminsky is about a half a lap behind these guys. There comes Adam. I thought he was going to push it to the inside. Looked like he had the run, could have put his nose there. Laps winding down. This time Adam Vinny drives right alongside. He had his nose in there. And Westendorf is going to slam the door down into 3 and 4. Now loses the car on the exit.
And caution is out.
And caution. Let's go watch. Vinny was almost there before. Westendorf gets up the hill, overpowers the exit. He lost that 100% on his own. No contact from anything or anyone. Just overcooked the exit. And that'll put Adam Vinny out in front with a couple laps to go. Colin Penn fought gallantly on the outside the first 3 laps. And then lost a little grip. Fell back to third. He is now second. Jim Butcher up to third. Chris Alvey, Sheminsky, and what is left of the 92 of Westendorf. Whole front clip is gone. Looks like the radiator cover's pushed in. Probably not enough laps to make that car get too hot. If we were in the feature, that car would probably blow the motor. No cars in the infield. Maybe we'll get the quickie caution and we'll go to the one to go right here. We will not. We'll have one more lap around. All right, we've got them doubled up. We're getting ready to go back to green. Two-lap shootout to finish up the final heat race. Last chance qualifier coming up next. We'll see if Penn can fight as hard now as he did the initial start on the outside.
Green flag, green flag.
Adam Vinny trying to get him going. Vinny will clear Penn. Penn did not get a good entry into 1 and 2 that time. 4 wide behind. I don't think that's going to work out at all. Jim Butcher was caught in the middle of the sandwich, and he just backed her down and said, I'm not interested in getting wrecked right here, coming around to the white flag. Sheminsky goes through to third. Alvey to fourth. And Westendorf with that damaged car is going to try to take fifth away. Well, we are coming around to the checkered flag, and Adam Vinny will win the final heat race for the pavement guys this evening. Penn, Sheminsky, Alvey, Westendorf, and Butcher rounded things out. So we're going to move on to our LCQ. Top 2 from this one joined the other 6 in the redraw. And we'll see where they come out in tonight's feature. 9 cars for our LCQ. Tannehill and Gagliano on the front row. Humphrey and Westendorf row 2. Griffin and Turnmeyer row 3. Schmutz and Butcher row 4. And Sean McLaughlin. Lots of work for the 77 car if he's going to transfer in. I'm not sure. We're not having more than one. Sorry. 10 laps. Yeah, we're going to have 2 of these. Top 5 out of each, it looks like. One more time around. A bunch of my little Camaros, my little split bumper Camaros out here tonight. 4 in this one alone. A couple of Thunder Chickens, and the rest are all Monte Carlos. All right, Tannehill going to get us started. He and Gagliano off this front row right here.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag as soon as that pace car ducks towards pit road. Gagliano did not get a good shift, I think, between second and third. He stumbled a little bit. Tannehill grabs the lead. Humphrey to second. Here comes Turnmeyer. Turnmeyer is going to take third away. Gagliano trying to get down in the line, fourth, Griffin, Westendorf, Schmutz, McLaughlin, and Butcher. And it is a little dicey back here. Westendorf side by side with Schmutz, McLaughlin behind. Now Schmutz clears and McLaughlin's trying to work by. Needs a couple more spots here if he's going to make a transfer. Schmutz with the wiggle. McLaughlin moves to the inside. I saw a lot of counter steer into that 77 car. Now McLaughlin up to 6, needs to close in, get around the 12 car. Tannehill still has the front, but not for long. Slips out of 4, and here comes Humphrey. Andrew Humphrey will race right on by him. Oh, car's loose out of 2. Good piece of driving, but he gives up another spot. So Tannehill falls back to 3rd. McLaughlin now up to 4th. And Griffin trying to hang on to 5th. Schmutz has the inside. Jacob Schmutz now is going to take over that transfer spot. Griffin, Butcher, Westendorf, Gagliano behind that. We'll get back to the front because this is far from over, and you keep sliding the rear end like that. And the guy behind you is going to catch you real fast as Humphrey slid it off of 4 and halfway down the front stretch. You can probably see that 16 car getting smaller or larger and larger in the mirror. I don't know. They're getting away from McLaughlin. McLaughlin got around Tannehill up to 3rd right now. I think Tannehill was having a little control problems. You can see that car really trying to get away from him on the exit of 2. Griffin in 5th, Butcher 6. Schmutz is back to the 7th spot. Two and a half laps remaining. Now Humphrey's enjoying about 3 or 4 car lengths. Getting it out of 4. The gap closes down to about 2 car lengths. Now McLaughlin is closing in with 2 to go. Ooh, big slide from Turnmeyer. That is going to open the gap to the leader, and McLaughlin is going to be right on the bumper. So another mistake out of the 16, and he makes it right there. But McLaughlin had to take evasive action, couldn't do anything with the opening. And Humphrey, half a lap from transferring in. Humphrey, Turnmeyer, McLaughlin, then Tannehill back to 4th, and Griffin up to 5th. There's your winner. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and Schmutz almost got there. He is in 6th. Butcher 7th, Westendorf, and Gagliano rounding things out. If they took 3, that's 12. He's taking 18. I think the top 6 might have went out of there. We will take a look and see as we're going to have a little bit of warm up here. And we will find out. Well, one thing real quickly, we got to take an adjustment and take a look at. The top 4 out of that went. Unofficial. Okay. Adjust that screen and see if that's a little clearer. That looks better. Yeah. Everybody getting a few laps. Don't know how long they're going to let this go, but doesn't make any difference to us. Do not forget here, we got about, what do we got? We got about 40 minutes. And Dirt Slingers, Monday Night Thunder, big block modifies. You'll see a lot of these guys make that transition and head over to the dirt side of things here shortly. Like 18 drivers, so 14. I don't know how we get 14 out of 4 heat races. I can't do that math. Whoa! They are wadding them up in the warm-up. It's a good thing these cars reset easily. Look at the back of the 64 machine of Adam Vinny. Just about a minute 45 seconds, and these guys will get ready for 35 laps. Quick, easy, short. Should be a lot of fun. You see door marks on the 88, or tire marks on the door of the 88 already. Oh, a little tippity tap. I don't think he's going to hit anything. See the brake rotors glow here at night. These guys get down in the corners. All right, getting close to the 30-second mark. Drivers getting ready for tonight's feature race. Tight little space. Everybody wants to kind of be at the bottom, but we have seen Mr. Penn make a good run up there on the outside at the start of the heat race a little while ago. So see if anybody can make any magic on the top side tonight. Practice session in the books, and it is feature time for the Mars Beardsconsin Pavement Street Stocks. Take a look at our starting grid. With our inverts, it's going to be John Shemensky, the 99 car on pole. Pete Dillon, the 07, will have the outside. Your row 2. Drivers will be 24 of Stephen Pierce inside. Casey Wynn, the 05, occupying that outside spot. Third row, 64. Last 2 weeks ago, the winner of the inaugural Summer Series event, Adam Vinny. On his outside, the 7 of Austin DeMoore. Reed Rundle, 43 car. Row 4 to the inside with Dan Legenicy in the 37 on his outside. And then Matt Eddy, the 88. That'll make up your 5th row with Andrew Shemensky in the 53. Row 6 to 15, Matt Knowles. The 13, Chris Alvey. Joey Connor, 91 car, row number 7. We're going to have to watch that 91 car because that is always somebody that's formidable. He starts next to the 46 of John Brunner. Row number 8, 17 of James Monroe inside. Colin Penn, we talked about him a little while ago. What he did on the outside, well, he's going to get a chance to showcase that back there in 16th. The 31 of Andrew Humphrey. He enjoys a row number 9 with our Marvin Turnmeyer. And row number 10, Sean McLaughlin and Jarrett Tanny. All right, lights off on our pace vehicle. We are going to get ready to go green this time around 35 laps. Shemensky and Dillon. Pierce was fast in his heat race, just didn't have the opportunity to go and make a pass for the win on Rundle.
Green, green, green.
The green flag is out. We're underway. Tanny Hill McLaughlin not able to go. They're going to do 18 instead of 20. Wow. Well, all right. Out of 4 for the first time, still side by side. Sheminsky credited with leading the lap. 24 of Pierce right down there. Man, that is close quarters. Oh, Pete Dillon's going to get a little out of shape. He's going to lose the nose. Pierce is going to hit the fence. Yeah, that is never going to work out. We'll go watch him. We'll watch from the drone cam in Pierce's car, 24. You see Dillon gets a little free, turns him into the fence. Yep, 24 car. And there comes the nose off the 7 sliding by, standing up perfectly straight. So Pete Dillon. Major damage to the 7 car, something we will have to watch because damage to the front end of these things has resulted in blown engines. Now, there was a patch today, and I don't know if they addressed that issue or not, but we got one in the books very quickly. And cold tires, loose setup, cool track temps. Sheminsky win, Vinny Arundel, Eddie, Demore, Legitimacy, Connor, the other Sheminsky, and Knowles in the top 10. Austin Demore's car off track. Now Austin's out there. How he's being shown as the leader. We're having some kind of technical difficulty here. I'm not sure what's going on. Joey Connor, 8th. Somehow timing and scoring is acting up. The transponders are, well, they're having electronic issues, I guess. So we'll get them doubled up. We're going to get ready to go back to green. Hope, there we go. Now we're getting it sorted out. Now everything is back where it's supposed to be. Pete Dillon is back there. Demore is 6th officially, not in the lead. So the Lumber Dudes are side by side right now in row number 2 on this restart.
Green flag, green flag.
We're back under the green flag. Win. A lot of power, a lot of momentum through 1 and 2, and he'll grab the lead. Chemensky backs it up a little bit now. Rundle and Vinny side by side. Neither wants to give a lot of ground right here because they know track position is going to be key in such a short race. Oh, Reed Rundle off the top side. He is going to have an issue.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
Woo, we were watching it live. I don't know. Let's go back and watch it again anyway. Well, where'd he go? He's not on my list. Somehow he got off of. We'll just manually check that out. Up off the top. It's creamed by Connor, Joey Connor. And the hood came open on the 91 car immediately. Pete Dillon heading to the infield as well. He's got a bunch of right front damage. Demore already in. I want to go find out where the 91 car went to. Yeah, Joey Connor, the hood is up on that car. Nose is crushed in. He's shooting sparks everywhere. It's not an optical illusion. He did make contact with Rundle when Rundle was spinning the hood. Standing straight up. I don't know what the sparks are, but they're coming out of the driving compartment. So maybe the frame right there is dragging. He just can't tell. Dylan, DeMore, and Rundle all on pit road. Well, we're doubled up. We're getting tight. We're getting ready to get back after it. 4 laps in and ending the second caution period.
Green, green, green.
Wynn on the inside, Sheminsky on the outside. We'll see. Wynn was able to use the outside to grab the lead a minute ago. Sheminsky, not as good a run down in the corner or off of turn number 2, and he is going to be side by side with Adam Vinny. Vinny
All right, man.
hanging on second, and we're caution again. Did Pierce crash? 24 car? Gotta figure out how the 91 car can see. Oh, yeah, he got out of shape. Collected the 24. The 24 gets the 46 to 17. And everybody in behind. And the 24 is scarred up from front to back. But the hood closed on the 91 car. The 13 car, Chris Alvey, got into the fence pretty hard as well. So tough setup, slick track, and these guys are having some issues. Okay. So still quite a few laps left. Yeah, I think it is, Jay. I don't really know. Let's go back here. Where'd he go? Oh, Connor on pit road. Car still heavily damaged. And now he will have to sit and wait the entire field to pass him by. And that car's got a lot of damage on it. We've seen that 2 weeks ago where cars that had some nose damage were unable to complete the race because the engines expire. They get too hot. So we'll see if that's the case here tonight. I think that pace car is about to get out of our way. We're about to go back to green flag racing with 30 laps remaining.
Green flag.
Green flag call more time. Once again, Wynn going to grab the lead. This time Sheminsky with a little better run through 1 and 2. But Adam Vinny still has his nose right there. And Vinny is trying to take the spot. Just caution again. Oh my. Who is it this time? Yeah, Marvin Termeyer. That's going to be unfortunate for the 16 car. He was looking pretty sporty tonight. Down in the corner, tried to cut down, and there was a car there. He couldn't tell that Knowles was sitting there, and that may not hurt him very much. It may just move him to the back. He is going to get the car spun around. Just a tiny bit of contact on the left rear got him free, turned him around. So Turnmeyer will end up rolling to the back. So we'll get the boys all lined up. We'll try to get them back double file, get them restarted again. Win, Vinny, Shemensky, Legenesi, Eddie, Humphrey, Shemensky. That's Andrew Shemensky back there. John Shemensky in the 99. Penn, Knowles, and Dillon, the top 10 right now. Monroe, last of the cars that started, hasn't been to pit road. Then DeMore, Rundle, Pierce, Brunner, Connor, Turnmeyer have all made a pit stop. For different things, tires, damage, whatever it may be. Now we'll see if Adam Vinny can do something off of the top. Wynn's been very good on starts and restarts.
Green, green, green.
And the green flag out. Wynn, another good restart. He'll clear Vinny. Vinny now having to deal with Shemensky down in the bottom. Shemensky going to go by. Can Vinny close the door before Legenesi gets there? And I don't think he can. He may get him off of 4, and he does. Put Vinny in third. Legenesi has fourth. And Matt Eddy was all over him. Here comes Andrew Humphrey on the high side, trying to make some noise. There's Andrew Shemensky in the 53. Oh, big move out of Legenesi, and he is going to be really fighting the car down the front stretch. Gives up a spot. Oh, might give up a second as Humphrey had the outside. That car, that 37, still out of shape. Now he'll get it back underneath him. Still a battle for fifth between Humphreys and Legenesi, now settled. Legenesi has it. We'll go back to the front because Adam Vinny has lost a lot of ground to Casey Wynn. A full second. Shemensky right behind, and Eddie trying to reel him in. Let's go back to about 10th. Colin Penn trapped on the outside. There went Pierce in the damage, number 24. That car is damaged all the way around. I think Austin DeMore is taking the 7 car in. That car's still a lot of damage. It's not tracking right. Turnmeyer back up to 12th after his spin. Rundle off track. DeMore off track. Albee off track. So 3 cars retired. So we'll get back to our leader. It's still 1 second. Adam Vinny. Maybe saving tires a little bit. Let Wynn go jackrabbit himself out there to a lead. Maybe it'll burn up the tires, and in the last few laps we'll see 64 make a big run. A little damage on the right front corner of the 64 car. Not sure when that happened. Had to have been when Rundle had his incident right beside him. Chop, chop here and there. Brings it down the distance a little. Lost some there in 3 and 4. Had it down to almost 9/10 of a second. Let it open back up. Eddie back here in the 4th spot. He's got company now. Legenesi in the 37. After having the car get away from him a little bit, fighting it for a full lap, he's back under control. Trying to take 4th away. Andrew Humphrey right behind that. Pete Dillon up here in 7th. Matt Knowles. And here comes Colin Penn on Andrew Shemensky. Green corner caution. James Monroe, the 17 car, already has damage from an earlier incident, not of his own doing. Oh, just looping it. Yeah, he's in front of company. He was in front of company, and they don't like that very much when you do those things. So, 15, make it 16 to go. Yep, make it 16 to go. Wynn, Vinny, Shemensky, that's John Shemensky, Eddie, Legenesi, Humphrey, Dillon, Knowles, Penn, and then Andrew Shemensky rounding out the top 10. Turnmeyer, Pierce, Connor, Brunner, Monroe. shuffling through as they go down pit road. We may have a very quick turnaround tonight. From this show to Dirt Slingers Big Block Modified Series. Oh, well, maybe you should just put headphones on to listen to me, and don't even listen to that. Mindy gets to hear about the cautions before we call them on the air. She is in close proximity. All right, so we're going to get ready. I think next time we'll double them up and we'll get the restart. We're going to have 16 laps remaining. 5th caution. Average about 4 laps per caution right now. That was a pretty good run. We had 3 quick ones. You don't know. He could have said dang and darn a bunch of times, Jay. I'm just, trying to help the guy out. All right, lights off on the pace car. Green this time out of 4. Wynn and Vinny are going to go at it again. Shemensky and Eddie in row 2. The Genesee and Humphrey in row 3. So all the guys that have been going after each other will be going after each other again.
Green, green, green.
Green flag, and not quite as good a start for Wynn this time as it was the last couple. But Vinny tiptoeing it into 1 and 2, and he'll be under attack from Shemensky. He's going to try to fight back. Here comes Genesee late into 3 and 4. Made a big dive down there, and he's going to keep at him. Vinny pinned to the high side. It's 37, out of shape again. Yeah, I don't know how many times you can do that and get by with it, but apparently it's a bunch. Genesee now falling back through the fields. He's going to get it back on track somewhere in turn 3. 3 wide off the apron. He may get a little push from the 24 car. Oh, Marvin Turnmeyer got the car free. He's going to get some help getting it straightened back up from Shemensky. And now he's got Genesee down the inside. These two trading paint on the right and left door. This is a battle for 8th and 9th right here. I don't think we're done. I think we're going to go 3 wide maybe. Down on the apron goes a 24 of Pierce. And the Genesee's going to hold him off. She needs it back in. Casey Wynn driving away. Shemensky and Vinny had a moment right there out of 2. I don't know if there was contact. I caught the very end of it. Here comes Pete Dillon. Dillon trying to put the pressure on Adam. Vinny was trying to put some pressure on, and now we're going to back it all down, start it over, do it again. This time it's going to be the 46 car. Does he get help or does he do it on his own? That's the question. No, he's getting help. I could see that coming a minute ago. He got down the corner. 17 car forgot where the brake pedal was, and, well, you saw the aftermath. So 10 laps to go. Wynn, Shemensky, Vinny, Dillon, Eddie, Humphrey, Penn, Genesee, Pierce, and Knowles are the top 10. Connor is 11th. And then a lot of guys off in pits and doing other things, and we'll have to sort that out later. But we know who the top 10, 11 are. Okay. Don't know if we'll get the one to go this time. I would hope we do, but I think we have enough cars that went to pit road that will trigger an extra lap. And we'll get the one to go next time by. Andrew Humphrey having a good run tonight, up in the 5th spot. Or, I'm sorry, in the 6th spot. In the 6th spot. Car none the worse for wear, but the 52 of Colin Penn. Well, this looks like a lot of 200-mile-an-hour tape holding the hood down right there. The Genesee to his outside. Restart here with 10 to go. We'll see if we can get 10 consecutive green flag laps in. Oh, one more time around. A late added lap. So we'll have 10 to go when they drop the green, coming out of 4. Pace car out of the way, just waiting for the starter. Green flag in the air. Oh, Shemensky got a good start. Little Ginger getting into 1 and 2. That may open the door for Vinny, but Wynn is going to get away. That battle is going to be all right here. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Maybe 6th and 7th as well. Adam Vinny's trying to hang on. He's going to take 2nd spot away. Now can Matt Eddy bring the 88 car past John Shemensky and take away the podium finish. Eddy good into the corner, keeps the left side tires right on the yellow line. I watch Andrew Humphrey get out of shape and lose a couple of spots right there. Move Humphrey back to 9th. He was 7th when they entered the corner. Pete Dillon out of shape. Pete Dillon is going to fall 1. He may fall 2 as that car still not straight underneath him. Knowles goes by. So Dillon back to 8th. Get back to the front. I don't think anybody's catching Casey Wynn right now. Vinny and Eddy may have something to say about who finishes 2nd and 3rd right here. And Penn is going to try to make a very late race run and get himself a podium. Colin Penn bringing the 52 car up.
All right, man. Caution.
Caution. Pete Dillon. Oh, no. Back there with Shemensky. John Shemensky, the 99 on the outside of Pete Dillon. Oh, yeah. Contact got kind of right hooked right there. And from about 8th to, well, good chance he's going to head for the infield, I bet. Seven, the 17, the 99 all look identical. Front end damage. So we're going to slow things up a little bit. Still win. Vinny and now Eddy, 1, 2, 3. Penn in 4th. Pierce 5th. Knowles, Turnmeyer, Humphrey, and Brunner are the top 10. Monroe rounding that out there. He shows 11th, but he's really 10th. As Dylan Connor now looks like he is out of this thing. So the 91 car, 2 weeks in a row in competition with DNFs. Try to get this one wrapped up we are going to have a quick turnaround, folks. I am not going to have any real downtime, but we are going to shut the stream down long enough to swap all the graphics over. Dirt Slingers Monday Night Thunder Big Block Modified Series will be coming up. Okay. One more time around, we should double these guys up. Adam Vinny. Can he finally find a restart and make a good bid to go after the lead? Because Matt Eddy is going to stay tight on the 5 car. It's going to be hard for Vinny to find a way to get down unless he can clear the 05 on the start of the 05, gets one of those massive restarts like he has been known to do. All right, we're going to get them restarted with 5. The wave lap coming up. Out of 4. 5 laps remaining. Pace car's out of the way, waiting for that green flag from the starter. There's a green flag. This time Adam Vinny gets a monster start. Can he drive it through the corner? Oh my goodness, look at Colin Penn. Colin Penn was behind Adam Vinny. Now he pulls alongside in the 52. He got a better start than Matt Eddy did. Penn surges ahead, move him to second. Third is where the battle's at. That's between Adam Vinny and Matt Eddy. We're going to come around 3 to go. Little slippage there from the 64. He gets it down the corral. He just got turned around.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
16 got into the 24. 24 got into the 64. And watch this coming down the backstretch. Into 3. The 24 gets woed up. He gets pushed, and there's nowhere for him to go. He got turned around. So Adam Vinny going to go to racing for a top 3 or 4 finish to way to the back, and that'll change things. Not the very front, because that is still wind. Then Penn and Eddy, 2nd and 3rd. Pierce is 4th. Knowles is 5th. Legenesi, Brunner, Shemensky, Vinny and Turnmeyer, and then Andrew Humphrey somehow is behind those guys. Me too. Me too, Jay. Me too. Otherwise, she might not have heard the word dang or anything about monkeys. Well, maybe she's heard something about a monkey, but it wouldn't be flattering. Four to go. We'll get some quick interviews in, guys, and then we're going to head over to Dirt Slingers here momentarily. You might get swatted. I don't know if I'd want to be there. Still under the car. Should be one more lap. We should get the 1 to go signal. That outside line, not perfect for these starts. Pete Dillon's off. James Monroe is off. And we've had a war of attrition here tonight at this slick, tiny little bull ring. I don't know where we're at on our countdown timer. We may run out of time before this ends. Who knows? All right, Green, this time try to finish this thing up. 3 laps remaining. Can Penn get a good start?
Green, green, green.
Green flag in the air. It's going to be side by side. Oh, he missed a shift. He got a nice push from the 24, did Penn, but he missed his shift on the start. Wynn's got the lead. Penn does end up at second, but Matt Eddy is right there to try to move him up the hill, and he does so. 2 to go this time by. Battle is for second and third. Colin Penn fighting hard on the outside. Not enough grip. Here comes Pierce in that nearly destroyed number 24 machine, and he'll move into third. But Genesee is right there trying to take a spot. We're under the white flag. Time is almost out of the hourglass. Oh, big slide out of the 52 from Colin Penn. It is a Casey Wynn kind of night. He'll go through 3 and 4, and Casey Wynn will win for the first time in Mars action. Matt Eddy second. Stephen Pierce in third. The Genesee and Knowles 4 and 5. A little after action right there. We don't really care for that, but you know, we know it happens. There's some fireworks pre-4th of July, folks. Let's back and enjoy that. We'll see if any of these guys make their way to join us. I don't know if that's Stephen Pierce or not. Let's find out. What do you say?
I got
this Stephen Pierce?
Yeah.
Hey, Steven, it's Roger up in the Digital Sim Sports Network booth. Man, that car looked like there was nothing left of it, but you're going to come home third tonight.
Yeah, it was blowing up the whole time.
Well, it stayed together long enough for you to make it to the finish line and capture a podium finish, man. Just a tough setup on a tough track tonight. Was that what everybody was fighting?
Yeah, it was pretty loose, and everybody was getting loose, and it was just hard coming off the corner.
Yeah, it looked like everybody was kind of fighting the same problem, man, but you managed to hang on, and you bring it home in third. You got some shout-outs and thank yous for us?
Yeah. I got to thank Reed for putting the race on. Pretty fun race, pretty good league. That's pretty much it.
All right, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on a great finish tonight. I know the car doesn't look like that kind of a finish, but at least you bring it home. You can roll it up on the trailer, buddy.
All right, thank you.
All right. Third place finisher, Stephen Pierce. I know I've got Matt Eddy, and I am going to grab somebody that I hope is the right guy for the win. But let's go talk to the driver that finished second tonight. Matt Eddy, you got a copy on me?
Yeah, I got you.
Hard fought, my man. Hard fought. You did a little forward, a little backwards, and it looked like everybody was fighting for grip all night long.
Yeah, it is really slick. You keep the tires under it, it goes really good. But as soon as they get hot, she is sideways. My biggest issue is rushing my shifting in these street stocks, and I keep missing the shift.
We saw a couple of those, and we saw a couple of guys, especially on that outside, get great launches and then miss the shift. And, you know, that kind of stacks things up, and everybody on the inside kind of gets a free run.
Yeah, I felt bad for some of the guys behind me because I stacked them up a couple times.
Still second place. You can't scoff at that. Good finish here tonight after what was kind of a difficult race. So give me some shout-outs, some thank yous. We'll let you get out of here.
Thanks to Reed and all of his sponsors, the Beardsconsin, all those guys, Boom, Bam, something like that.
Wabam.
The other one. Yeah.
Sorry,
all the sponsors. We like sponsors. They let us have fun.
Love the sponsors, man. Well, all right. Well, congrats on a great run. We'll look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks.
All right. Sounds good.
Thanks, Matt. Matt Eddy, I don't know. How much is this Casey Wynn? Do I have Casey? Hello? Man, I'm going to go with no. I don't see Casey anywhere in this deal here, so I don't know that we're going to get. Let's grab Reed Rondo. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Is Casey down there in that group with
Yeah,
137?
he didn't have the chat. I gave it to him. If you want to give him a second or two, sorry about that.
Okay, so he is the Red Sea down there with Marvin and them guys?
No, that's Chris Griffin.
Oh, okay. Well, that's why he didn't answer. Good. Okay. Well, we're going to hopefully he makes it in.
There you go. There he is.
All right, there's Casey. Casey, man, you dominated this thing from start to finish.
Yeah, it felt pretty good. I kind of got lucky there on the invert. I thought we were supposed to be starting there at P5, but we started P4. Had a few cars get tangled up there right in front of me. I'm not sure how I missed it. It was pretty crazy. Had a really good restart. Got the lead on the outside, and it seemed like every time we'd have a restart and a lead, they would just get to fighting behind me, and I kind of pull a little bit of a gap and just kind of manage from there. And once they start to catch me, I could start to push a little bit more, and then caught a few cautions, and that kind of really dictated it all.
Well, it's an awesome run, man. A great win tonight, round number 2 of this thing. Got 6 more of these to go. You looking forward to the final 6?
Oh, yeah. I'm glad I got in here. Sucks I missed week 1, but, I'm just thankful to be here. Thankful for you guys putting it on, getting the broadcast, and we'll come back next week, see what we can do.
All right, man. Give me a couple shout-outs real quick, and we'll let you get out of here tonight.
Yeah, I got to thank Hunter, Dakota, Justin Moore, Jaden, Braden, Jason Dudley, everybody watching in Discord. Everybody kind of helps me run these things and kind of just get better. And you guys putting on the broadcast, Reed for helping me get in here, and yeah, that's about it.
All right, man. Well, congrats on the win. I'll look forward to seeing you back in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, you guys have a good night.
Casey Wynn picking up the win. Spelled completely different. Let's see. That's going to not be confusing at all this season. So, a lot of fun there. Let's take a quick look at our results. Win, Eddie Pierce, 1, 2, 3. Legitimacy with a 4th place finish. Good run for the new guy. Knowles in 5th. Turnmeyer was 6th. Adam Vinny 7th. Penn 8th. Humphrey 9th. John Shemensky in 10th. John Brunner 11th. Pete Dillon was 12th. James Monroe in 13th. Joey Connor 14th. Disappointing night for the 91 car for sure. Andrew Shemensky, that's the 15th place finisher. Then Austin DeMore in 16th. Reed Reynolds 17th. And Chris Albee rounded out our feature. We're going to have to make this a short one. Guys, if you're not sticking with us for the dirt, thanks for being here. We appreciate you and all the leagues that help give us great racing for you to watch. Everybody be safe, peace, and love. Keep the rough side down. Till next time, have a good night, everybody. We'll be back in just a few for Dirt Slingers Monday Night Thunder. Camus Racing Simulator.